Welcome to Zentangle Project Pack number 19, Day 12 Wrap-Up. My name is Rick.
Hi, I'm Maria, and we're so excited about this part of the whole journey.
This is party time.
This is party time, and we just need to show you these once more and get a close look at some of the highlights.
So this one is Julie's.
Julie had some great ideas, and she was working away from us. She was at home working on hers, so we didn't get to see it in person up until today. And
so look at how she didn't fill in these and how it's like this lovely translucency of it coming through. You see the texture of the painting of the underlay.
I love the tipple that she did. Pretty big. Can you see this in the corner? Pretty big. You can see it compared to my hand. And it made such a soft fill, like a texture tangle, softness, and you can see it. And it's so Julie,
Right.
If you knew her and how she dresses and everything, it's so Julie.
And I love this mirrored cubine.
That's
where it
really
goes
awesome.
in different directions.
Yeah.
And as we looked earlier, this how Indirella comes and shares that central point.
What else we got here? All the way she loves bunzo, so she is the bunzo queen sometimes, and all of those. Look at this one over here.
Right.
A little bit different than what we usually do. How cool is that? Very neat.
And notice that we all use the same tools, like all the same colored pencils, but as we go from Julie's to Maria's, you see that difference in emphasis from these blue tones to these sepia tones, right?
So I really loved the ochre pencil. So my basis was the
Ochre, right, not sepia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you were
Ochre.
right. I'm
Ochre.
right, ochre.
And I just loved that soft yellow. We don't use yellow that often in Zentangle, and I loved, featuring that. But because of it, I ended up doing these really intense poke root berries with the red, and I kind of got into it. They're like translucent. You know how sometimes when the sun's coming through and the berries are on the trees.
And you can see this one here that
it was an oopsie.
an oops, but it became, so Maria added that little stem there from which it fell.
Yeah, I had dropped a drop of paint when I was coloring. So it'll end up to be the thing that you remember
Right.
about it. So no mistakes, no mistakes. What else did you... I loved doing the Huggins.
The morphing cubine or the stretching cubine there.
Yeah, it was sort of crazy cubine.
And then using the fill of just the different shading with the pencils there and the graphite.
And I had to put Muka in. I mean, how can
Right.
I have a piece without
Little
Muka?
bit.
Yeah. I had great fun.
Okay, here's mine. And I left more areas open. When I put this mycelium in, I did it so that it held hands or then connected with the puyang down here. And when I drew that first defining line, I took a stretch of the direction this was coming and going like that, just so there'd be something else connecting.
Very good composition.
And
Rick worked big, bigger than the rest of us, which was really cool. I liked that, working big on a big surface.
And then at this bottom down here, I just, at the beginning, thought, okay, this is coming out of some, fanciful, imaginative, energetic pattern seed. So I just put down a whole bunch of water, and then with the brush, I would touch the end of the pencil and then just put it in different places. And then a couple times I would just touch the pencil into the pool of water.
The colored pencil, right?
The colored pencil, right. and then let it dry.
So that's how you got the green. It's the only green we've seen so far.
Right.
Yeah. Fun.
And here we have Martha's. And there's a lot to show here in Martha's that we want to point out.
Yeah. I love this marasu coming in and around, curling in and back, and then going behind the mycelium. That was pretty neat.
And that whole ties in.
Look at it.
This.
I didn't know that. Look at that.
See? All of these areas, that same...
But it went up.
Yeah.
And then here. How fun is that? I didn't even notice that.
And then comes out and ends out here.
With a little exclamation point.
Right. And then how she used slightly different shapes where these met together. That was a cool change.
Yeah.
And another thing, of course, were these little baubles that...
Moon pie berries.
Moon pie berries. And...
They look like they're moving with the wind, and that you can hear they're like little bells or beads or something.
Right. And check out, if you look at earlier videos of how her colors were in the background, the areas that were open, like here and here, she went in and took the graphite and the white chalk, perhaps, and just softened those edges, and it's like these cloud formations.
It's beautiful.
Right?
So sweet. So really, really beautiful and subtle.
Right?
Yeah.
And then another thing to notice is that the fill in the Cadent and in the Huggins are the same fill.
And look down here. She did that same technique and then tangled over it. The technique of working, shading the colors, right?
Right.
And then doing these weighted printemps in there. Just spectacular. Ethereal, right?
And then we have Molly's,
Well,
which is this just amazing composition.
Well, Molly designed the project pack from day one, and she had this vision that none of us had, and she kept trying to. Well, I'm thinking this and I'm thinking that, and so her vision was very clear in her mind, and you can see how it. The composition was really tight. All of her work is beautiful, beautiful.
And just to bring your attention to some of the techniques that we discovered in this project is that by using the colored pencil to tangle with, you can go back over it with the white charcoal and the graphite, and you can smooth it with the tortillon, but the colored pencil doesn't move that much. It stays as like this fixed underlay. And so she really took advantage of that.
I love the softness of the moon pies here, because you don't actually see them at the beginning. And then all of a sudden, you focus in on that detail. They're just spectacular. And this here, too, the Cubine.
Right.
Different. And her Huggins is just spectacular. Look at that.
So there's so much to see in all of these. And we encourage you to just bask in these and to also bask in yours. And we have another special guest presentation of somebody that's been tangling along with us, and that is Nomi. And Nomi's work is here. And you may have seen the work that he's been doing over the past 12 days on the newsletter. And this is the result. And it's not quite as big as everybody else's.
It's a little smaller.
But it's really beautiful.
I think he did a great job, so congratulations, Nomi.
Yes, and we're going to help Nomi and his friends frame this. And we'll put a picture up of this.
Yeah.
Again, we thank all of you for joining with us, and we encourage you to take your time, enjoy this over the holidays, enjoy doing them.
Embrace all the differences.
Yeah.
And learn from everybody else's. Take notes. Try things another way. Maybe do another one. It was just a great project.
Yeah, Molly's already started on her second one.
Yeah, she's already started on another one.
So much love from all of us here at Zentangle, and we wish you the happiest of holidays and a wonderful, wonderful new year. And we're excited to see what you create and what we create
what the new year brings.
and what it brings. So
See you later.
see you later. Bye now.
Bye.